Bacteria. Classification and nomenclature of bacteria. What are the types of bacteria? What are the basis of classification? What are the internal and external structure of bacteria? And we're gonna study everything in detail. So, what are the types of bacteria? Basis of microbial classification according to nucleate material, prokaryotes or eukaryotes. Morphological character according to shape, size, arrangement, spatial character, motility and staining reactions. Cultural character, growth requirement like nutrition, temperature, pH, aeration, etc. These are also called colony character. Shape, size, appearance, consistency. What are the chemical composition of bacteria? LPS, lipopolysaccharide and teichoic acid. This is another base of classification. Another base of classification is metabolic activity, whether it is aerobic or anaerobic or fermentative bacteria, whether it has antigenetic property or not, genetic property, pathogenicity, ecological property. So these are the basis of classification. Let's go to the first. According to nucleate material, very important, prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Prokaryotes literally means having primitive form, whereas eukaryotes literally means having true nucleus. Pro means undeveloped or low, and karyotes means nucleus. U means developed, karyotes means nucleus. Genetic development of nuclear membrane, K by Q nucleoid. Example, bacteria and cyanobacteria, blue-green algae are the examples of prokaryotes, whereas other algae, fungi, slime molds and protozoa are eukaryotes. Nucleus is absent in prokaryotes, whereas it is present in eukaryotes. Deoxyribonucleic protein is absent in prokaryotes, present in eukaryotes. Chromosome is singly and circular, and there are more than one chromosome, and it is linear. There is no mitotic division in prokaryotes. Cytoplasmic streaming is absent. Pinocytosis is absent. Mitochondria absent. Mesosome absent. Lysosome absent. Golgi apparatus absent. Endoplasmic reticulum absent. Steroids absent. Muramic acid, peptidoglycan absent, etc. Whereas everything is present in eukaryotes. Another base of classification is morphological character according to its shape, size, arrangement, spatial character, motility and staining reactions. So bacteria according to shape of bacteria. First, Cocci or coccus bacteria. It is spherical or oval shaped. Example, Staphylococcus and Streptococcus. Streptococcus means straight bacteria and Staphylococcus means stepwise bacteria. And another example is Micrococcus. Bacilli, rod shaped bacteria. Bacillus, E. coli and Salmonella are the examples of bacilli. Another, Helicobacteria, Vibrio, comma shaped, rod shaped, having vibratory motility. It has less than one helix. Spirillum, rigid or spiral rod shaped, having more than one helix. Example, Aquaspirillum. Spirochaphus, coiled hair-like, long, slender, flexible bacteria. Example, Treponema. Coccobacilli, which is coccus as well as bacillus in shape. which can be demonstrated by this way. We don't have any example of Coccobacilli. Pear-shaped bacteria, Pasteuria, Pasteuria. Another Actinomycetes. Actinomycetes, where actis means rays and myx means fungus. They are branching filamentous bacteria. L-form or spheroplast, cell wall-less bacteria, that is Mycoplasma. Mycoplasma are cell wall-less bacteria. Without fixed particular shape, it exhibits fried egg-like appearance in culture media. They are pleomorphic, branched, filamentous, and beaded. The most important among shape of bacteria is Cocci or Coccus bacteria and rod-shaped bacteria. Staphylococcus, which is in step by step, Streptococcus, which is straight, and Micrococcus, which is very smaller in size. This is rod-shaped bacteria, Bacillus, E. coli, and Salmonella. Now let's see according to arrangement. Arrangement of spherical bacteria, it depends on pole of cell division and attachment of daughter cells. Diplococci means two cocci attached together. Example: Neisseria, Pneumococci. Another Streptococci. We know strepto means straight cocci arranged in straight pattern. Or chain. Example: Gonococci. Staphylococcus. We know staphyle means in stepwise arrangement. This kind of arrangement. Bunch bacteria. This is called bunch. Strepto is chain, Staphylum is bunch. Now fourth one is tetrasquare. They are arranged in 2 into 2 manner. Tetrasquare means 2 into 2 manner. Another arrangement is octet, which is 2 into 2 into 2 cube. Example: Sarkine. This is the arrangement. These are the arrangement of Cocci or Coccus bacteria. Now let's see arrangement of Bacilli, that is rod-shaped bacteria. Example: Bacillus, E. coli, and Salmonella. Let's see its arrangement. Examples are Diplobacilli, that is Bacillus rod-shaped bacteria, Bacilli arranged in this manner. Example: Klebsiella. Example: Klebsiella pneumonia. Another arrangement is Streptobacilli, which is straight or chain bacilli. These are Bacillus species. Now cuneiform bacteria. Arrangement of rod-shaped bacteria do not include Staphylobacilli. There is nothing called Staphylobacilli because these are rod-shaped and they always arrange in straight pattern. So there is Streptobacilli but no Staphylobacilli. Cuneiform bacteria. Chinese leftolike Corynebacterium diphtheria. Example: Corynebacterium diphtheria are the example of cuneiform bacteria. Trichome, a chain with space. Trichome is a type of like Streptobacilli, but there are small spaces in between bacteria. Palisade, matchstick like. They are arranged in matchstick like pattern. Now we don't have any classification for the size of bacteria, but the size of bacteria is measured in micrometer, that is 10 to the power minus 6 meter. Unaided eye can only visualize up to 200 micrometer, but bacterial size is generally less than 1 micrometer in cocci, up to 3.5 micrometer length in bacilli, The largest bacteria discovered yet is 750 micrometer in diameter. The smallest size of bacteria is ecological important due to which they have high surface to volume ratio. Surface to volume ratio is inverse of size, that is nutrient absorption. So smaller the size, larger the nutrient absorption. Unit body surface, per unit body surface 1 over age or life expectancy. Bacteria were very small in size, so these bacteria were discovered by Antony von Leeuwenhoek, who was Dutch student of natural history. He used the grain glass for making lens. Fortunately, he discovered the magnifying lens, what we now call as microscope. During the lifetimes, he discovered and made more than 250 microscopes with maximum magnification up to 200 to 300 times. Then he was the first person to see the microorganisms present in rainwater. He made drawing of his observations and reported all those things to British Society. Most of his drawings are very smaller to protozoans, which were identified later. So he made the magnification up to 200 to 300 times. An unaided eye can visualize only 200 micrometer. But bacteria size is generally less than 1 micrometer in cocci and up to 3.5 micrometer length in bacilli. Now we have talked about, on the basis of microbial classification, nuclear material, prokaryotes, eukaryotes, morphological character, shape, size and arrangement. Now we are going to talk about the morphology of bacteria. These are the classification, and these two are very important. And from morphological character, shape, size and arrangement is very important. From the morphology of bacteria, we are going to talk about the external structure of bacteria, which include flagella, pili or fimbria, capsule or microcapsule or slime, prostheses and stalks, sheaths and exospore. Fimbria, flagellum, pilus. Flagella, it is helical hair-like structure arising from cell membrane and passing through the cell wall to external. It is 0.01 to 0.02 micrometer in diameter and is made up of protein called flagellum. The base, that is part within the cell wall, is made up of 4 rings, that is KLA, LPS and other rings, which are responsible for flagellar motility. The middle part just above the base is hook and the terminal part is claw filament. The origin and number of flagella varies from species to species based on the presence or absence of flagella of bacteria. Flagella can be categorized into monotrichous flagella having one polar flagella, which is present in Pseudomonas aeruginosa. This is the structure. Another Lobotrichous bacteria having cluster of polar flagella at single end. Cluster of flagella at single end. Example, Pseudomonas fluorescens. Another Amphitrichous bacteria having one or more flagella at both ends or poles. Example, Aquaspirillum sorpius. Flagella at both ends. Peritrichous flagella. Flagella are protonded at the lateral body surface. Example, Salmonella typhi. protrudated lateral body surface. This is flagella from external body structure of bacteria. Now we are going to talk about motility due to flagella. Motility, flagellar motility. All flagellated bacteria moves due to swimming and tumbling activity of bacteria. Activity of flagella. Bacteria having single polar flagellum moves into and fro, that is back and forth way in simple manner. In back and forth manner, bacteria reverse the direction of swimming by altering the direction of flagellar rotation after its movement. Peritrichous flagella gives very complex fashion of swimming by synchronizing all flagella. Peritrichous flagella gives very complex fashion of swimming by synchronizing all flagella. These flagella are synchronized in peritrichous flagella. Now another point about motility is non-flagellar swimming or motility. Certain helical bacteria like spirochetes bears end of flag and periplasmic flagella shows swimming motility in a highly viscous medium. Spiroplasma moves with swimming without any known organelles. Another type of motility is gliding motility. Bacteria like cytophages shows gliding or sliding motility only on the surface of solid medium. Their responsible organelle is unknown. Stimulation reaction is another motility, that is taxis. It is not a kind of motility but a response of bacteria to a particular stimulus. It is not a kind of motility but a response of bacteria to a particular stimulus, that is chemotaxis. Chemoreceptors are responsible for positive or negative taxis. Some bacteria show magnetotaxis. They have magnetic receptors. Phototaxis, positive phototaxis and negative phototaxis is shown. Positive phototaxis is shown by phototrophs, whereas negative phototaxis is shown by chemotrophs, chemotrophic bacteria. Many bacteria are non-motile. Bacterial motility can be tested in SIM media, that is sulfur endomotility media. This is the motility caused due to flagellum. Now we are going to talk about pili or fimbria. Pili and fimbria. Pili or pilus are hollow filamentous non-helical appendages. They arise from both motile and non-motile bacterial body surface. There are many different groups of fimbria identified. The pilus belongs to a particular group and of various types. One of the pilus is clade of pilus or sex pilus plays role in bacterial conjugation. Some other helps in bacterial attachment and adhesion, due to which bacteria becomes more virulence, that is disease causing or resisting capacity. Many pili are still unknown regarding their function. This is about the external feature or external morphology of pilus or fimbria or pili or fimbria from the external structure of bacteria. Now about another important topic from external structure of bacteria, capsule or microcapsule or slime. Corpuscles or capsules. Some bacterial cells are covered externally by a highly viscous envelope called capsule. Too thin envelope is called microcapsules, and higher with matrix of polysaccharide is called slime capsule or microscopically seen amorphous and gelatinous. Capsular material of most species are highly water soluble, due to which bacteria will lose capsule on washing. Most of the capsular material is non-ionic in nature. This is the capsule. If this is the capsule present in bacteria, and this is internal part is non-capsulated. The capsule or external portion gives negative staining, whereas internal gives background staining. Most of the capsular material is non-ionic in nature, due to which capsule do not take any stain or color and in transparent space within the colored background of negative stain. Most of the capsules are made up of polysaccharides and few are polypeptide. Example, Streptococcus mutans, homopolysaccharides, Klebsiella, pneumonid, lateropolysaccharide, Bacillus anthracis, polypeptide, Bacillus anthracis, polypeptide or polyglutamate. Capsulated bacteria like mucoid colonies when they grew up in nutrient media. Functions of capsule. It prevents bacteria from temporary desiccation due to water held by the capsule. It prevents attachment of bacteriophage and protect bacteria from viral lysis. Capsule inhibits phagocytosis of host defense due to its increase in bacterial virulence. Capsule of some bacteria help in surface attachment. Example, serous formation by species mutans. Capsules of few bacteria make up of charged particles like glucuronic acid help in making homogeneous supersension by aggregation of bacteria due to repulsive force of similar charges. So what are the functions of capsule? It prevents bacteria from temporary desiccation due to water held by the capsule. It prevents bacteria from temporary desiccation due to water held by the capsule. Capsule holds the water and prevents the bacteria from temporary desiccation. As we know that most of the capsules are highly soluble in water. So due to which bacteria will not get water because capsules will make water soluble before water reaches to the internal organs of bacteria for desiccation. Another function, it prevents attachment of bacteriophage and protect bacteria from viral lysis. Capsule protects bacteria from viruses like bacteriophage and protect bacteria from viral lysis. Capsule inhibits phagocytosis of host defense, so it increases bacterial virulence. Capsule inhibits phagocytosis of host defense, so it increases bacterial virulence. Very easy. Capsule of some bacteria help in surface attachment, that is serous formation by species mutans. Capsules of few bacteria make up charged particles like glucuronic acid helps in making homogeneous suspension by aggregation of bacteria due to repulsive force of similar charges. Very important functions of capsule. अब क्याप्सुललाई चाहिँ रिप्लेस गर्नका लागि एक्वेटिक या फिर मराइन बोथ फ्रेस वाटर एन्ड मराइनमा चाहिँ एउटा क्याप्सुलको रिप्लेसेबल फर्म हुन्छ त्यो हो, त्यसलाई के भन्छ, शीथ भन्छ। सम अफ द एक्वाटिक बोथ फ्रेश वाटर एन्ड मराइन फर्मिङ चेन्स अफ ट्राइकोम आर इन्क्लोज्ड विदिन अ हलो ट्युब कल्ड शीथ। द शीथ क्यान बी समटाइम्स visualized with manganese or ferric hydroxide. Example, Staphylococcus natans। यो चाहिँ क्याप्सुललाई रिप्लेस गर्नको लागि बनेको कारणले गर्दाखेरि निग्रोसिन स्टेन युज गर्दाखेरि यस्तो पाइयो अरे। ट्राइकोम यहाँनिर भएको ब्याक्टेरिया चेनमा बसेको र बाहिरबाट यसरी शीथले कभर गरेको, सबै ब्याक्टेरियालाई यसरी कभर गरेको हुन्छ हो। यो शीथले कभर गरेर चाहिँ क्याप्सुलको फङ्सन चाहिँ यो शीथले गरिरहेको हुन्छ, त्यसैले क्याप्सुलकै टपिकमा यसलाई हालिहालेको। शीथ भेरी इम्पोर्टेन्ट। दे फर्म द चेन्स अफ ट्राइकोम that are enclosed within a hollow tube called sheath. Sheath can be sometimes visualized with manganese or ferric hydroxide, nigrosin stain. Example, Staphylococcus natans. Now let's talk about, this is about the external morphology of capsule. Now let's talk about another external morphological character, that is prosthesis or stalk. We have talked about flagella, very important, pili and fimbria, capsule or microcapsule, slime, sheath. We have talked about sheath as well. Now we are going to talk about prosthesis and stalk. Prosthetica